So we are living in a certain degree of newness and freshness, you know, right now. And that can be and should be increased now. Now it should be more fresh and more new inside us. Only inside us, not the new people, not the new situations or circumstances of life. But more newness felt in the same situations of life, circumstances of life, no? With the same people. How? That the key is samagrata, totality. That is the key. That as if we are saving ourselves from this moment, from this interaction, this meeting with life, including this satsang, by the way, right now. So right now there is a chance that every one of you can check, am I saving myself from this meeting, this talk, this listening in this moment? And how, while we are saving ourselves, how exactly we are saving? We are saving ourselves in the mixed state or that ego state. And in this way, ego state continue getting energy and life from us while we are less available to this moment. This moment is full of newness, freshness, in the sense of taste of newness also, freshness also, in the sense of possibilities, infinite possibilities also, for us to grow, to know, to live. No? So, if we can spare ourselves more, like if we can withdraw ourselves more from the old way of being into this moment, into this task, into this activity, into this response that we are giving to life right now, no? Then we are withdrawing ourselves from the old in a way. Like the new way will emerge. The soul that you are will taste the newness of life, which is always there, which is always inherently there. This is a very strange thing that life does not taste still ever. And we are able to feel stillness in life. It must be researched really very deeply why it is so. No? Somebody, some great saint was saying that this in Hindi we say matka, like a pot made of uh, mud, ground, clay, yeah, made of mitti, like dust, no. That this matka, this pot is not a actual thing. The dust is the actual thing. So the name of the thing is dust, soil, clay, not really pot. Pot is just a form and a name given to the form. It is kind of not there. And in the similar way, he said, this word that you experience is not a thing in itself. The thing is Brahma. The thing is Brahma, the supreme soul. This word that you experience, do you see, is Brahma. It is not a thing that this body, that body, this person, that person. That's not an actual thing. That is just an appearance. That's just something made of it. While the purity of the Brahma, of the Supreme Being, remains intact always. That freshness always there. So it is not that freshness has to be created in life. It is all the time there. It needs to be lived. So why we are not able to live this freshness? This we must deeply look. Because we are living in something called a familiar feelings, familiar thoughts, familiar story. So while the outside of our body mind is full of freshness. I'm not talking about persons really, human persons, so much, because they are also living in the same story. No? So their vibration will also not be so fresh, no? Obviously, for obvious reason. But apart from that, rest of the life is so fresh. Outside it is fresh, but inside. So the pot through which we are living is continuously creating the old. That's why we are tasting the old even when we are tasting the new. Then we are tasting the stillness even when we are tasting the freshness. No? Like when you touch a tree, a branch, a flower or something, a animal, a cow, dog, a cat. It is 100% fresh, really. But we are so full of our oldness and stillness that when that freshness is put in our pot, we taste a little bit like, yeah, it's nice, felt nice. If you empty your pot more, you will feel not nice, you will start dancing out of joy. Like, oh my God, I'm tasting life. So the whole key is to empty the pot of this body mind. And this emptying is not really going to be as simple as do Prabhat Suddhi and keep cleaning. No, it will require freedom from our attachment to it also. We need to let go of our attachment also on it. No? Through seeing clearly, it is not useful. When you are not interested in the stillness inside you, it will not survive. The mechanism breaks actually. And this, what I'm saying, goes so deep that when you, the soul, is not interested in living as a person, as an individual self, even that mechanism breaks. What we call falling apart of ego basically is the actual thing that happens when the soul that you are is not interested in it anymore. It just falls apart because you are not fueling it anymore. No? Your interest in it is the fuel. Our interest in it is the fuel. Is what keeps it alive, intact. So this is what I felt like sharing with you. Thank you.